Hi guys, so today I'm just going to be doing my makeup right now. I am doing a look that was requested a lot before. It was makeup I wore for Crush, which happened back in February, and I know it's already March, but I'm finally getting to it, so let's just go ahead and get started. Gonna use my usual fresh products to moisturize. I've been so stressed out with trying to find a job post college graduation that it's just been stressing me out, which makes me less inspired, which makes me less motivated to post or do anything, you know, related to makeup. It makes me feel like I'm not being productive in other areas of my life when I'm doing that, but then I end up doing nothing. So there's my dilemma. I did get discouraged for a moment, but the thing is like, I like makeup and I'm going to continue doing it no matter what. So I had been still, you know, trying to push through. And then this is very, very light coverage. I think I am going to need a second layer. This is super, super light. What happened?
I just want to check something.
Wait, what are you checking?
If my camera fits inside this bag.
Which camera? So for concealer, I'm just going to use this NYX concealer, which is super light. So I'm going to mix it in with my other CoverGirl concealer. And usually I like to just keep this straight underneath my eyes so that I don't look like a ghost. Like it's not like a really bad flashback or anything. And then I'm just going to put a little teensy bit of this concealer in the spots that I usually highlight. I don't really like a bright under eye, so it's a little bit light, but I know that once I add in my bronzer and whatnot, it'll really like just even out in the end. All right, and then I'm gonna go ahead and powder. I do sometimes like to just use a little brush when I mostly want to set it, and a bunch of that powder just like kept coming up, so I have to be really careful because it's super dusty. And then usually for the rest of my face, I like to go in with a bigger brush. What I like to do is take my Maybelline Fit Me powder and set my cheek area and whatnot. I know that right now we are kind of going through a little bit of a pandemic, like everywhere. So it's a little bit scary, honestly. Just knowing that this whole situation is happening. Even at my store, the one that I usually go to down the street, I went like a few days ago and we went and there was no more bread and there was no more, you know, tortillas. There was no more toilet paper. Like those were all cleared out. And the other day, my parents did go out and get some groceries, at least to just be a little bit stocked, just to be safe, you know. But for the most part, we're doing fine. My sister's job did get closed finally, so they can still work, but like no customers are allowed in. All right, and then I'm just cleaning up the sides. Oh yeah, and I even forgot to mention that Beyond Wonderland is postponed until late June, and EDC and some other events are still set to go on until further notice, but honestly, I'm not sure when this whole thing is gonna actually, you know, die down a little bit more and actually clear out. Hopefully, you know, it can, and hopefully, you know, that's the best case scenario. They do have other future dates that they'll push it to. I am highlighting with the Glow Kit in Sun Sugar, sorry, by ABH. So yeah, that is also what has been happening. I felt so dumb because literally like the night before it got canceled, I ordered some things from I Heart Raves, and lo and behold, it gets canceled the next day. I'm like, oh my gosh, I should have just waited. Maybe I got these. Oh gosh, is it dirty? Whoopsie. I got these little palettes from Profusion, and I got 4 of them. So this one's an orange based one. It's called Upbeat Orange. Super pretty, love it. I've already tried this out. This yellow one's called Yellow Fusion. looks like this. And then here are the shadows. They do also have two more electric blues, which is this one. Looks like this. Super pretty. And the shimmers are actually really, really good. And banging pinks. Banging pinks. Do not know why I could not say that. Look at how cute that is. And I love this shimmer right here. I put it into my inner corner just to have like a little pop of color. And it's like a reflective pink. I think I'm gonna go in with this orange up here as blush, actually. Make sure that it's not too strong. But I'm gonna try and add that. Oh, yes. Yes. That's what I wanted. Oh, it kind of fell. I'm not good at this, I'm sorry. So I'm going in with the ABH eye primer. I'm just blending that out. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna start with the Violet Voss, what is this called? Matte Vibes, there we go. I love this palette, guys. I think this is like my new everyday palette. I love it. I'm starting with the black shade just because I really want it to be super, super dark. And because this is black, and I want this to have more reddish tone, orangey reddish tones to it, I'm gonna keep it right here. I just want to add that depth, and I want to make sure that that black sticks. So I'm gonna get a little brush, and then I'm just gonna gently just blend it a little bit. I'm gonna try and mix in with these two. I really want this to be like a deep orangey look right on top at the edges. I know it doesn't look orange right now. I just really want to get that depth going before I start adding the orange. You guys can see the orange slowly poking through. So now I'm going into the Bright Vibes palette, which I think is cool that they're going in with these similar schemes. But I'm going to go in with the orange shade right here. Oh, this one right here. And I am going to mix in a little bit of this, actually. Adding it first because I want to make sure that I'm getting that pigment that I want, and then I'm blending it out. Do repeat this until I get a super, super nice gradient, because obviously right now she's suffering a little bit. I want to add a little bit of the yellow just to make sure that it's super bright. And then just to connect everything, I did add red in between. But yeah, I'm gonna keep going back and forth with these colors until I get the gradient that I really like. I feel like, especially with the front camera, it does look a little bit messy, but I'll show you guys with the back camera right now. Alright, so I finished blending it even more, and so you guys can see how it looks. It's gonna look a lot nicer and a lot cleaner once I cut the crease. Alright, so I'm gonna quickly do the lower lash line. So I'm pretty much just repeating everything up here, and I'm repeating it down. And I did already line my my waterline and my tight line, just because I want to make sure that everything's seamless. And I mean, you don't necessarily have to do this portion, but for me, I feel like it kind of like helps really connect everything together. But I know for some people, they don't really like applying eyeshadow on the bottom. So now that we have everything, I'm going to cut the crease, and I'm actually going to be using concealer because I'm going to be using a neon pigment. And for neon pigments, it's better to use a sticky base. So it's better to use something like your concealer, or even if you have like a primer that's pretty sticky, has like a little bit of tackiness to it, would be nicer. So I did cut my crease as carefully as I could because I'm going to be using the orange shade from this neon stack. So I'm just going to go in and try and see how opaque I can get this to be by just packing it on. I always have one side that's so much easier to do, and I think today was this side. And I'm just patting it on. Oh yeah, so I'm gonna try and take a little bit of the red shade actually. And then I'm gonna like sort of pat this. I'm not trying to overtake the whole thing, but just to kind of get a little bit better with transition. For the inner corner, I want to use something yellow tones, so I'm using the shade Gnarly in this corner of the little Profusion palette. I'm gonna go in with this shimmery yellow, like really like a jelly-ish consistency, like a jelly eyeshadow. I don't know how to describe it other than that, but it's super pretty. Alrighty guys, so this is the final look. I did do my lips and my eyes off camera. I just used, you know, some mascara, and these falsies are from my AliExpress. I also did line my, like a little bit of my lash line. So my lip combo is the usual that I always do. It's my favorite lip combo at the moment. Undiscovered by Buxom. It's a lip pencil, dual-ended, with a little lip brush to help kind of blend anything. And then the ABH liquid lipstick in Peachy. Super good. I really do recommend this, just for like the center of the lips. Really hope you guys like it. I know I didn't really get to like finish my hair or anything, but the sun's already going down, so I wanted to make sure I did my outro beforehand. So yeah. All right, thank you guys so much for watching, and yeah, bye guys.